From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for a very busy Thursday, August 29th. I'm Mike Ludlum. Welcome to the high school football season, underway in a big way last night around the Upper Peninsula. Let us start in Escanaba, where the Eskimos entertained Alpena, shaking the hands of veterans before the game, and all of a sudden the Alpena punter says, "Help!" He didn't get any. The snap was over his head. Esky with the ball in the 10, second and goal. Josh Brunson's touchdown, and the Eskimos have a 7-0 lead. We move to quarter number 2. Orange and black up by 14, and on third and goal for Alpena, Jordan Schultz, the 5-yard score. Missed the extra point. Escanaba up 14-6. 20 seconds left in the half after a 41-yard touchdown catch from Bryant Mackey. Ethan Silverstone, Bryant Mackey. Think he's going to catch a lot of passes this year. Escanaba goes on to win this one 34-13. Let's go to Iron Mountain. The Mountaineers taking on Negaunee. Scoreless first quarter. In the second, Colin Visentiner barely gets the ball in the end zone, and it's a 7-0 lead for the Mountaineers. Later, Jason Waterman of Negaunee to Alex Munson. They combined for 2 touchdowns in the game. Iron Mountain led 7-6 at the half. Bad snap on the extra point. Iron Mountain scored in the second half as Bryce Picantonio scored a touchdown run. Caleb Ivasevich Hines with a 30-yard field goal. That's what made the difference. Iron Mountain is 1-0, 17-14 over the Miners. To Gwynn. Who do you think knew that this was going to be the exciting game of the night against Bark River Harris? Okay, second possession for the Broncos. Nick Javuric. Dylan Lippens, 45 yards, and in for the score, a 6-0 lead for the visitors. Gwynn, first play, next drive, Caleb Anderson looking deep, and Toquan Starnes with the catch and the score, and we're knotted at 6. A little bit later, Gwynn is pinned at its own 5-yard line. Mr. Starnes does not care. In fact, the only thing he's bummed about is this was not a 99-yard touchdown. He had to settle for 95 yards. Gwynn up 12-6. Starnes had 3 touchdown runs of 60 yards or more in the contest. A minute before the half, Bark River Harris answers. Joseph Stein gets outside, keeps his balance. That one's a touchdown. 14-12 lead, Broncos at the half. Oh, by the way, this one in the overtime, and Bark River Harris won 56-50. Yeah, you think I'm kidding about these things. On the board, Gladstone 1-0, 41-14 over St. Ignace. Cole Hansen, 3 touchdowns plus an interception on defense. Let's go to Westwood. The Patriots are entertaining the Holton Gremlins. 12-0 Westwood second quarter. Holton 4th and 8 from the Patriots 20. Ted Hallinan, doink, catch. Off Nathan Irva, Milo Schaefer for the touchdown. Holton misses the 2-point conversion. Patriots still lead 12-6. Westwood responds. Taylor Delangelo finds Chad Pullman reasonably wide open for a 48-yard touchdown, but the officials called a personal foul for hitting a defenseless defender with a block, more or less. Scott Sergela not pleased. Westwood still has the ball in Gremlin 22, but Eli Olt with the INT, so that's OLDT with the INT, 12-6 Westwood at the half. Third quarter, after stopping Holton on downs, Patriots quarterback Taylor Delangelo goes up the middle, and 54 yards later, he's crossing the goal line. Westwood led 18-6. Both teams scored once more. 24-12, Westwood the winner here. Work on your extra points, guys. I understand. In Calumet, the Copper Kings and the Gogibic Miners. Calumet already on the board in the going into the second quarter. Scott Locust and Nick Jerf, who jukes his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion would eventually be good, 14-0 Copper Kings. Miners fumble the ball near their end zone on the kickoff return. Copper Kings scrambling and would get it. Then number 36, Nelson Dryden, a little bit of fingers, but that just gave him more room to run, actually. That made it 20-0, 4.5 minutes into the second quarter. Calumet rolls easily, 47-7. Lance and Hancock. Bulldogs with the 7-0 lead, and Colton Solani is looking to throw, and the pass goes farther than we all expect, but it's caught, and it's a first down. Then Solani will hand to Austin Solani, and he comes right at us, making good television, by the way, sticks the ball over the goal line, and guess what? Hancock leads 14-0. The Bulldogs would get one more touchdown in the game from Cole Stuber, and Hancock is your winner by the count of 21-0. Let's go to 8-player football. Your defending state champions in Division II in purple, Rapid River hosting Brimley. We'll start in the first quarter, logically. Bryce Lundquist. And there's the ball popped loose, and Mason Harris recovers for the Bays, and you don't want Mason Harris to touch the football if you can help it because he's speedy. That's a touchdown, 6-0. Next, hand it to Mason Harris. Oops, well, you can't prevent that part, and he's running for what seems like ever, 12-0 Brimley. Bryce Lundquist gets time, finds Mason Kudlik for the completion down near the goal line. That sets up a 1-yard run for Lundquist. But Brimley gets its first victory of the year, defeating Rapid River 24-12. Elsewhere in 8-player football, let's go to Superior Central, or Eben, where the Cougars are taking on North Dickinson. Quarterback Kyle Frusty of Superior Central to Zach Anglin, and the Mid-Peninsula part of the co-op gets the touchdown, 2-point good. Cougars up 8-0. We figure that's what the Orange Sox are for, mid-pen. Then Max Matson for the Nordics gets around the end. He's going to get about 30 yards. Ooh, nice tackle out of bounds by Mr. Engelland. On the next play, the pass is going to Cameron Schultz. Keeps his balance long enough to catch it and score 8-8 after the 2-point. Cougars on the next drive. Frusty, Mr. Engelland again. That's a score. 2-point no good, but Superior Central is 1-0, 52-40 over the Nordics. Elsewhere, Kearney Nadeau and Marion Tigerton will play Friday night. North Central sprinted past Cedarville 66-12. Engadine defeats a young Ontonagon squad 60-0, and Rudyard over Stevenson 42-6. In other sports, Central Michigan had a 31-14 lead on Albany in the third quarter. Elsewhere, in high school sports, boys soccer, 5 goals for Trevor Salmon, and Marquette pretty much needed all of them to defeat the Mountaineers 5-3. High school volleyball, West Iron County over Ishpeming 3-0. Kearney Nadeau, a road win at Forest Park 3-1. Manistee 3, Newberry 0. The Sioux edges Marquette 3-2, 15-7 in the fifth set. And it was Lakeland and Hubble 3 and Jeffers 0. Let's start with high school cross country and go to Marquette. The 2019 edition of the Dale Phillips Cross Country Invitational took place in the rain at Marquette's Presque Isle Park. In the girls' race, Westwood's Elizabeth Williams jumped out to an early lead, closely followed by Negaunee's Emily Papour and Marinette's Caitlin Kitzinger. The route changed this year, so had to run to a couple different places, but Emily Papour didn't have to guess where she was going. She was happy and in front of the rest of the field by more than a minute. The Negaunee bus makes a good backdrop for Papour to cross the line in 19 minutes, 22.3 seconds. She won by about 1 minute and 25 seconds. There's Kitzinger coming in second, and Daisy Englund of Mid-Peninsula in third, ahead of Negaunee's Talon Prusi. So let's get to the results. On the team side, Marquette the winner by 40 points. Chassell was second. Then it was Westwood. Hancock had the edge over Holton in the tiebreaker. Papour, Kitzinger, Englund, Talon Prusi, and Ingrid Seagren of Holton. Now to the boys' race. On your mark, get set, go. Hey, they listened to me. Number 90, Holton's Jake Sullivan. 148, Jacob Jestela of Westwood. 284, Derek Douglas of Escanaba, among those bidding for the early lead. Now that changed when we arrived at the top of a hill. Manistee's Andy Misnakowitz, Gladstone's Giovanni Matthews, and Ishpeming's Jonah Broberg were 1, 2, and 3 at that point. With a half-mile remaining in orange, that's Holton's Joe Wood putting pressure on Matthews and Broberg, and Wood put the pedal to the metal and reached the line in 17 minutes, 18 seconds. Giovanni was happy to finish second. Then it was Ishpeming's Jordan Longtime sneaking past his teammate Jonah Broberg for third and fourth. The results here. Marquette had a good finish by its fifth runner, Lincoln Sager, and that was just enough for the Redmen to get past Ishpeming 53-55. Then it was Holton, Gladstone, and Gaylord. Wood, Matthews, Longtime Broberg, and Gaylord's Cade Dawson was fifth.